Hello students, welcome back to the class on marketing management. My name is Rishi Chakravarti. I am assistant professor in the Department of Management at Assam Downtown University. In the exposition part, I shall provide you in detail about product lifecycle and digital marketing. As you can see from this particular graph, this is the product lifecycle graph, which is rising initially and then falling. It is distributed into four types: the introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. These are the stages of different products in any company, which is represented by the product life cycle, the life of the product. Here in the introduction part, once a product has been developed, the first stage is the introduction stage. In this stage, the product is being released into the market. When a product is released, it is often a high stakes time in the product life cycle, although it does not necessarily make or break the product's eventual success. During the introduction stage, the marketing and promotion are at high, and the company often invests the most in promoting the product and getting it into the hands of the consumers. It is in this stage that the company is first able to get a sense of how consumers respond to the product, and if they like it, and how successful it may be. However, it may also often have a heavy spending period for the company with no guarantee that the product will pay for itself through sales. Costs are generally very high, and there is typically less competition. The principal goal of this introduction stage are to build demand for the product and get it into the hands of the consumers, hoping or to later cash in on a growing popularity. The growth stage. By the growth stage, the consumers are already taking on the product and increasingly buying it. The product concept is proven and is becoming a popular one, and sales are increasing. Other companies are becoming aware of the product and its space in the market, which is beginning to draw the attention and increasingly pulling the revenue. If competition for the product is especially high, the company may still heavily invest in advertising and promotion of the product to beat out competitors. As a result of the product growing, the market itself tends to expand. The product is in the growth stage is typically tweaked to improve the functions in the future. As the market expands and more competition often drives prices down to make the specific products competitive. However, sales are usually increasing in volume and generating revenue. Marketing in this stage is aimed at increasing the product's market share. The maturity stage. When the product reaches maturity, it tends to slow or even stop, signaling a larger saturated market. At this point, sales can even start to drop. Pricing at this stage can tend to get competitive, signaling margin striking as prices begin falling due to the weight of outside pressures like competition or lower demand. Marketing at this point is targeted at fending off competition, and companies will often develop new or altered products to reach the market segments. Given the highly saturated market, it is typically in the maturity stage of the product that less successful competitors are pushed out of competitions, often called a shake-out point. In this stage, saturation is reached and sales volumes are maxed out. Companies often begin innovating to maintain or increase their market share, changing or developing their products to meet the new demographic or developing technologies. The maturity stage may last long or a short time depending on the product. For example, the maturity stage is even drawn out like Coca-Cola. Although the decline stage. Although companies will generally attempt to keep the product alive in the maturity as long as possible, decline for every product is inevitable. In the decline stage, product sales drop significantly and consumers' behavior changes as there is less demand for the product. The company's products loses more and more market share, and competition tend to cause sales to deteriorate. Marketing in the decline stage is often minimal or targeted as already loyal consumers are priced reduced. Eventually, the product will be retired out and of the market unless it is able to redesign itself to remain relevant in the demand. Examples: typewriters, telegrams, etc. are all in the decline stage, and now they have eventually disappeared. So these are the four different stages of product life cycle. Now you come to digital marketing. At a very high level, digital marketing refers to advertising delivered through digital channels such as search engines, websites, social media, email, and mobile networks. Using the online media channels, digital marketing is the method by which companies endorse products, goods, services, and brands. Companies heavily rely on digital means through research products. For example, if you think of Google Marketing Insights, it's found that 48% of the consumers start their inquiries on search engines, while 33% look to brands and 26% search with mobile applications. Thank you very much.